does, look! Reptile Rich Will and Viserys Cuddles. He's a gorgeous boy, and so is the snake.
That's Reptile Rich.
What's up all you cool snakes and neonates? How's it going? I hope you're all keeping well. My light just died. How often does that happen on the channel? I don't think the battery's too great on that. You guys hit the donate button and we'll maybe get a new filming light in the YouTube channel. So, it's going to be a giant python episode today because both of our boys... Hang on, he's on my hair. Oh, that was rippy noises of my hair. Because both of our big pythons have had bad sheds, so they both need soaked, they both need their shed taken off. It's sometimes, get out of my t-shirt, it's sometimes something that can happen with these larger pythons. I've noticed they just struggle with shed. A lot of other large python owners will tell you the exact same thing as well. Some people get lucky and they get large sheds off their big snakes, but as you can see here, our hunter, he's retained an eye cap. He's got a stuck shed down his neck there and the tip of his tail. Not too bad. He has correct humidity. He gets extra moisture when he's in shed. I'm out of breath. This guy's a workout. Aren't you, my big man? We've actually got work today. I've not been using him at the kids' parties because he's been a bit testy, but he actually feels really good. But first things first, let's get him soaked. So we're going to soak our two, and then we're going to go down to Will's, and we're going to film his reticulated python. He's a big boy. Just hang around till the end to see that beautiful, big, reticulated python. Right, let's pop him in here and check the temperature. Son, it's no time to be taking a drink. You can take a drink once you're all in there. So yeah, it's about 32 degrees. So it's a good basking little temperature for him. He's usually quite chill because this is what Hunter gets transported to shows in, is this bucket. So he knows it very well. Right, so it's been a little bit of time. It's been roughly half an hour. Oh, he's pretty much got it off himself. Look at that. Hello, handsome boy. Hello. Little pop. There you go, son. There you go. It's Dad. Right, that's good. That's very good. Oh, look at this. There we go. No effort at all. Hello, handsome boy. Right, let's see if we can get this eye cap off now. You've got to be careful with eye caps, because if they've got a good hold, they can physically pull the eye out. So, oh, I know, big man, I know. We might have to use the towel trick with Hunter, because he's not having it. Are you not having it? It's nearly there. Alright. It's literally right there, my boy. There we go. Pop. I can't. There you go, handsome. Is that better, my beautiful man? Is that better? Does that feel better? There you go. Look at that. Nice little eye cap. Bet you didn't know snakes wear contact lenses. I actually did a party the other day and there was a little boy and he had glasses on and he was talking about his glasses. So I made it a fun fact for him that snakes kind of technically wear glasses too. Right, and the tip of his tail was the other bit. Don't start that or you won't be used at the kids' party. And you can stay at home. And that's it. There we go. All of his stuck shed off. Not that much, just a little bit, but enough to annoy me. Oh, are you annoyed? Right, let's get him through, get him dried off, and get him back in the box for travelling to the next job. Look at the size of this snake right here. I mean, that's a giant Viv. That's a giant python. He is a big, beautiful, clean shed boy, is our Hunter. Look at that. He's a beautiful man. There's his Wu-Tang clan. He's a beautiful boy. He's in a huff with me. Are you in a huff with Dad? Eh? Are you in a huff with Dad? You beautiful boy. He's actually huffing with me right now. But look at that fresh shed boy. You ready to go to work, son? Are we going to work? We're going to go to work. Oh dear, Mr. Gims. You've had another bad shed. He's covered in stuck shed. As you can see though, his humidity is at 60%, which is what it should be at. But he always has these bad sheds. We're going to have to pull him out and give him a soak. Pull Mr. Bad Shed out. Oh, Mr. Mayonnaise. Oh, you're cozy. Well, the dad's cold. It's cold in this. Oh, careful. Careful, my little Manny. Hello. There we go. That's dad's foot. And you're going into soaks. In he goes. Lid's the wrong way around. No. No. Mr. Man. You stay there. And put this on top so it doesn't come out. So it's a nice warm temperature for him in there, but it's not too warm. So he's going to sit in there for about half an hour and soak. That old dry skin will absorb the water, and then when he comes out we'll hopefully be able to peel it all off. Let's skip forward half an hour. And action. Hello, Mr. Handsomes. I seen you pushing that lid open. You're a silly boy. Hmm? You're a silly boy. Have you nice and soaked now? Hmm? Are you nice and soaked now, my beautiful boy? Now, Mr. Gimly does not like his head being touched. Still something that needs some work done. I'm going to try and find the line. Gims, behave yourself, my handsome boy. Dad is just trying to help. He's just too quick, is our Gims. Here we go, I've got a good line here. This shed is ready to come off, so it's perfectly safe for me to do this. Only ever try and take your snake shed off. You're going into the tree, son, are you? If it's ready to come off. Gims, you're a silly man. Hmm? You're a silly boy. We're just gently. I'm not putting any force into this at all. The only force that's happening is Gimli trying to get into the tree and pull the tree down, because he's full of mischief, is our little Gims. See, we're just pulling it back. Here. We're almost done. You're almost in your full glory there, my Gims. Beautiful. Hello, my handsome boy. No, that's Dad's beard. It's still going. He's retained basically his full back, which is not ideal. Is it, my beautiful man? Right, pop you down. Oh, there we go. It just fell off. Plop. Woo! And now we have a beautiful, fresh shed, Mr. Gims. Hello, Mr. Gims. What do you think of that? Hmm? What do you think of that? Let me double check your back. There we go. Gorgeous snake. Is our Gimli, isn't he, guys? Is he beautiful or is he beautiful? Look at that snake. I mean, as Will mentioned before, the lavenders, you can see the lavenders at the top there. So these sort of section here. Don't know what the camera picks up, but in real life it's lavender, it's purple, it's beautiful. Purple and yellow is actually one of my favourite combinations in colours. And he is just gorgeous. And he's getting such a good boy, he's behaving so well. Touch wood. But he is behaving so well. For the first wee while of us getting him, he would give random little nips now and then, bite you now and then, thinking he was being fed. Retics are known to have a high food response, but our Gims here is doing just wonderfully. He's doing fantastic. I think the trick with a reticulated python is to keep it from being hungry, but not to overfeed it at the same time. He might have a little bit of stuck on the back of his neck there still. Yeah, he does. He's got a little bit, just a tiny bit, right there. I think I got it. Did I get it, Mr. Gims? Now, unfortunately, he's impossible to get pictures of. So, enjoy this shot, guys. I'm hoping I've got them all in this camera because I can't actually see the screen. So I've got the camera facing away, so we're using the back of the phone camera, which is the best one. But hopefully you guys are getting a good view of that gorgeous, handsome man. So this is Gimly, a reticulated python. These guys, the females, are known to be the longest snake in the world. They can get up to 20 foot long. Males are usually around about the 16-foot mark. Now this male in particular has dwarf and super dwarf genes, so he does have a bit of mainland in there. Now he is over 3 years old and only about 5 foot long. So it looks like the dwarf and super dwarf have definitely taken over. And I keep him largely arboreal. The island reticulated pythons, of course, are the ones that are smaller. That's where you get your dwarf and super dwarfs, because they come from islands where food is smaller, habitat is smaller, so they tend to be smaller. So that's how you get the dwarf and super dwarf. Being an island species, of course, he'll do more climbing than wandering about on the ground. So he is just wonderful, and he's so calm. He's becoming really good. I'm trusting him more and more now that he's not bit me for a little while. We were looking after a dog, and after that dog was here, he smelt the dog on me and he actually gave me a bite. So he obviously smelt the dog on me and thought, oh, food. Also, with a lot of albino animals, I wonder if eyesight plays a part, because a lot of albino animals tend not to have great eyesight. So I often wonder if maybe he just can't see very well and he just mistakes me for food now and then. He won't be used for the kids' parties and things like that because I don't trust him 100%. But he's a great animal and he's getting there. He's getting really good. He's behaving well. He's doing really well. Is our Gims. Look at him. He's just a gorgeous snake. Is our Gims. Fresh out of shed, as fresh as you can get, and absolutely gorgeous. Just look at that snake. Takes my breath away. He's a gem of the reptile rich collection. He really is gorgeous. And this absolute little gem, you guys may recognize this snake from our channel. This is a reticulated python, but it's much bigger than ours. Well, who is this?
This is Viserys, and Viserys is a dwarf white face albino sunflower reticulated python. He's roughly about 10 and a half years old, and he's been in my care for maybe about 5 of those.
He is gorgeous, beautiful big boy. He also has a really super interesting mark on the back of his head. He's got a perfect 1 and 3, 13 or 31. What else would you like to say about him?
He's yellow.
He's yellow.
And white.
And white. And he's a big beautiful boy.
Probably one of my most trusted snakes when it comes to interacting with other people. With having him for as long, I've worked with him quite a lot, and I know when he's in the mood to come out or when he's not in the mood to come out.
I think that's a big part of reticulated python ownership. That's one thing I realised with Gimly as well, is big part of what makes them an expert level snake is not just the size, but being able to read their body language, because Gimly can go from being a puppy dog to feed response like that. So yeah, I think definitely a big part of retic ownership is being able to gauge and judge how they're behaving, because they are, as I mentioned before, a partly arboreal snake, and any arboreal snake has a good set of teeth. Always have a good set of teeth, because they're designed to grab things like birds as they're passing by and hold on to them. So they do have a good set of teeth. He's just hello handsome. You're a beautiful big boy. But yeah, Gimly I very much doubt is ever going to get anything near this size. But it's always nice to see a good sized reticulated python. But he is dwarf lineage. He's dwarf and super dwarf, isn't he?
No, he's just got the dwarf.
Is he just dwarf? Yeah, so he has got dwarf lineage in him. So But the males don't always get that big anyway in the reticulated python. People always get hung up on it being a 20-foot snake. Even every female, when fed properly, isn't going to reach 20 foot. You know what I mean? It depends how you feed the animal, what genetics are in it.
Also, the difference is, like, for retics, you want them more muscular looking. With Burmese pythons, they're more of a round shape, but with the retics, you want them looking quite muscular. When given the opportunity to climb, I'm not saying he spends all his time up in the trees, but there is nights I've come down and not one part of his body's touching the floor. He's all either wrapped up and around, and he can stretch right out across the branches as well.
Look, Reptile Rich has been Will's apprentice for today, look. Crack that whip. Remember, this is a child-friendly programme.
But again, with Reptile Rich did similar with the shelf Sedalios as well. He actually uses the shelf as a basking platform, so I've actually got the heat source underneath, so when the heat rises it warms up that shelf, and that gives him belly heat as well as overhead heat and ambient heat, so it uses, kind of works all for the three.
And he's got a beautiful big enclosure, which is something we always love to see. As you guys know, I strive to give my animals as big and as entertaining for the animals as possible enclosures, and Will does exactly the same things, which is why some of my animals have come to Will, and also some of Will's animals have ended up coming to me, because we're both very similar in the way that we keep our animals, and the way we like to give the animals enrichment and space and keep them happy. And a great thing about reticulated pythons is they love to get you into predicaments. One of the things I like about Viseries is he shows the perfect weight. So like I said before, with Gimly, I like to keep him lean and arboreal built, and you can see that. You can see the muscle tone down here. So see how you can see the muscle sort of wrapping sort of into the spine. He has that nice sort of line down his back there with the spine sort of sunken in. But at the same time, his sides, sorry son, am I tickling you? His sides are not flabby. He's solid muscle. He's a perfect weight. He's a beautiful conditioned snake, as Viseries. You're a handsome boy. So I think I'm going to have a quick hold of him. Look at this snake. Isn't this gorgeous? Now, like I said before, I'm not a massive morph fan, but I think it's hard not to appreciate any morphs when you see them in the flesh, especially this big beautiful man right here. He's just gorgeous. You okay there, son? Are you okay? Look at that head. That's a big beautiful head right there, and a big beautiful snake. You a big beautiful boy? Now, he's probably not tame, but it's still a menacing face on these guys. They have a very menacing face, don't you? Look at that. Head's about the size of my hand. Look at that. He's a big, beautiful man, aren't you? You see that sort of whistle the retics get when they're I've noticed Gimly does that as well. When they're exercising, an out of breath kind of thing. The snakes don't have, or reptiles don't have big energy reserves, so it's easy to get them out of breath. And you can hear him doing that.
It's the pressure you're putting on the lungs as well when you're moving your hands. You just think if you go like that, it's going to make you...
Yeah. But isn't this a beautiful snake? Gorgeous big lad.
I begin to
So as always guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe through my ugly mug over there, there'll be a playlist for you up there and a random video for you down there from me, Gimly, and the rest of the gang. Take it easy, guys. Peace.